What's up guys, None Can Survival here, and today I'm going to be doing a little video about the essentials of survival and basically breaking things up a little bit. So how I broke this up is basically the three most important things about survival, and that's fire, shelter, and water. I also have some medical stuff over here, but we'll get to that a little later. So over here I have fire, and I have here is two different fire steels. This is just a this is a Coghlan's traditional fire steel, the striker. I don't really like these strikers much. If I have a fire steel like this, I usually use it with a knife, just because these strikers usually aren't very good. And I also have my Swedish fire steel here, which I love. This one I actually do like the striker on this, because the striker on this actually works, as you can see. The really good thing about fire steels in a survival pack is that you'll never really run out. With matches, you can run out, they can get wet, even if they are waterproof, you can run out of them. Lighters break, they run out of lighter fluid, but this is endless fire as long as you don't break it or lose it. Now I have some Coghlan's waterproof matches here. There's 40 of them in here in the Strike-On box. They're completely waterproof. I really like these matches. I have tested these. These are very good waterproof matches. Next I have a little knife here. This is a Kershaw Ken Onion assisted opening. Now this also does go with shelter, because knives and saws are very good with help building a shelter. But I also put this in here for fire, because you can use this with your fire steel, and there's other ways you can make fire with just a knife. So moving on to shelter, first thing I have here for shelter, this is Coghlan's. Just about everything I have is Coghlan's, because they are a very good company. This is a folding saw. Ooh, that's really reflective, isn't it? Look at that. This is a Coghlan's folding saw. This is one of the never dull saws, so they're supposed to not go ever, never get dull. Although eventually at some point it is going to go dull. But I've been using this. I've used this actually a lot, and it actually cuts down trees really fast. It's good for cutting firewood, making poles for shelter, and it's just so compact. I can fit this in one of my front pockets in my jeans, no problem. The next thing I have is this small little folding shovel. It just opens up like this, and then snaps in. This is more of a spade than a shovel. I do like the military folding shovels better than these, although these do work really good for if you need to dig something out. It's very good for helping making shelters, collecting water, and stuff like that. And it's so compact. The next thing I have is a SOL emergency blanket. It's like a space blanket. This is like a poncho. It's windproof and waterproof, and it reflects 90% of your body heat. So if you were in really cold temperatures, you didn't have time to make a proper shelter, get a fire going, you wrap this thing around you and you're going to be just about alright, because it does reflect a lot of your body heat, especially if you're above the ground, because you lose a lot of your body heat to the ground. So if you had a little shelter where maybe you didn't have a roof or anything, but it was still cold, but you're above ground, this is definitely going to help you out a lot. Now, other than a survival blanket, they also have survival bivvies. This is also by SOL, and what this is, I'm not going to take it completely out, but it's the same thing as the survival blanket. You can see in there, except for this is like something that you can get inside of instead of putting up around yourself. This is kind of like a sleeping bag that still reflects 90% of your body heat, so this is also very good. Plus, this and the survival blanket are so compact. Next, I just have 30 feet of 550 paracord. 550 paracord is also very good for making shelters, hanging up Maybe if you have a tarp or something, hanging that up so to keep the wind off you, keep the rain off you. Maybe hooking some logs up so you can be above the ground where you lose most of your body heat. So paracord, definitely very good. I have this in orange, so this is more not very like if you were going out tactical and you wanted to camp, but this is paracord's very good to have. Now moving on to water, well, you can only survive about 3 days without water, so water is very important. First thing I have here is this is a life straw. Most of you people know what a life straw is. Basically what it is, it's a very big straw, and you open it up here, if I can. So you open it up here, you put this end down into any water that you think is questionable or any dirty water, and this will filter out 99.9% of bacteria and debris. So this is very good. This filter is about 100,000 gallons, I believe, of water, so this will last you a long time. So the life straw is very good to have. Next thing, if you don't have a life straw, these are just water purification tablets. This is the one that purifies the water, and this is the one that takes the iodine flavor and smell and everything out. So I believe it's 2 drops of this, 2 of these little tablets will purify about a quart of water. So there's 50 tablets in here, and for how compact and how small this is, it's very good to have. Next, you need something to hold your water. This is a Camelback Eddy, I believe, yes. This is a good water bottle here. It's not like tin, so you can't cook in this really. There is ways you can cook in plastic, but really it's not really meant for that. I do like military canteens better, tin military canteens, but this is actually really good. It has this little thing here so you're not going to lose any water. It has a little straw down in here. It has a little cantilever so you can hang this on the outside of your pack and everything. So, plus this is really tough. This holds 750 milliliters, so that is quite a bit of water. Another thing that is also good for water that I don't actually have out here on the table is a small cooker, like this Stanley cooker I have here. This can be used to purify water. Obviously this one's I've used this quite a bit, but you can purify water by boiling it, and this is also another really good thing to have because the life straw, it can break or something. It can, it can expire, or you can run out of tablets, but as long as you have a fire, you can always purify water. Now that's the 3 main essentials: fire, shelter, and water. You can live around 3 weeks without food. So as long as you can get a fire going, you can get a shelter, and you have water, that gives you enough time to get food. But I also have medical over here. So first thing I have here, this is just a little boo-boo kit. This is something that you can just get at probably like the drugstore. It's got some band-aids, some Neosporin, small gauze pads, some alcohol tablets, or alcohol prep pads and stuff. So this is just what you call a boo-boo kit, and that's very lightweight. If you want to go something more for larger wounds, although this is not a trauma kit or an IFAK, this little Lifeline medical kit has scissors and tweezers, larger gauze pads, more alcohol prep pads, even has an emergency whistle, medical tape, more gauze. It even has gloves and some instructions on different things. This has a lot of stuff in this. I'll probably do a review on this at another point. So medical is also very good. If you are thinking for food, if you're thinking about a survival pack, dried food, like MRIs or MREs and stuff like that, that's also very good. But this is the main essentials, the 3 essentials, plus medical over here, because medical can happen at any time. So anyways, that's been the essentials of survival to put together in your pack. And if you guys like this video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.